Yeah, come walk with me and save your toes and feet. Yeah, I said, come walk with me, save your toes and feet. 'Cause when you walk with me, you can eat the food you want to eat. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. 'Cause if I stop walking, y'all, it'll cut me up until I'm just a nose. Ha ha! Great Rising, y'all. Great Rising. Welcome for the walk, y'all. Welcome to the walk. Ooh, y'all, wait till what y'all hear. Everything is red. I don't like it though. Um, wait till y'all hear the next 5 minutes of the indictment 4913961R, honey. Something with a doorman and something with a legitimate child. Illegitimate. Let me tell you something. People say, oh, why are you talking? Why are you calling the ancestors? This, that, and the third. My daughter loves to say that. This, that, and the third. Okay. Let me put it up like that. I like the rosy colors given my complexion. And okay. Wait a minute. I'll get this right eventually. Made me forget what I was talking about. Great Rise and thanks for coming on the walk. Oh. I am stiff, but trust me, it won't stay like that. They put that because he hated us. I did something to my lip this morning. Because he hated us. Because he hated us. Yes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. You gotta walk it out. And then for me, I knew. I said, well, I'm wrong to hate us. What do we do? Nothing. They owe us money. They mad at us. It's like being mad at your bill collectors. They mad at us. African nations and stuff don't make no deals with America. And if you make deals with America, look to be screwed, honey. Look to be screwed. They don't feel they got to pay black people or people with dark skin money for their services. So look to get a short check. Look for them to accuse you of stealing anything not to pay you back. They said, wow, oh, you're so horrible. You go to the ancestors. You want this country to burn down from sea to side to sea. If you wasn't so old, you'd be out there with your blowtorch yourself. A flamethrower. And every time they let me out of jail, I go back and throw some more flames. I'm too old now. They said, why do you talk like that? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You put a man in office that talked bad about me and any other minority on earth, and you did. And you're trying to get him back in. You know that man was low down. racist, scumbag. But you was like, oh, we need some South American girl in our sex trafficking trade. So he made sure they got them little kids. But they old now. Those little sex trafficked kids, if they snatch them as a baby, they're probably dead. So, if they snatch them about 1 or 2 years old, sent them over there, now they would be like, what, 7, 8, 9? Some pedophiles think that's too old. So he wanted to get some new ones. Why do I call them the ancestors? Desperation. How can you do that? What the fuck did former President Obama do to y'all? Oh, gave y'all health insurance. Don't do no business with America. They hated the man because of the color of his skin. He gave him health insurance. He gave, basically saying, marry who the hell you want to marry. And a lot of other good things. But they don't see that. They see that he was black. His skin was brown. And in that country, that's all they need to hate. But when we talk back about hating them, oh, I was thinking about this morning. Because when we was kids, we used to listen to the radio a lot. Because that's how you got your information. And there should be stuff like, scientists say the Negro brain is smaller than the white people brain. Scientists say that the reason why black people can't calculate like white people is because their brain is bigger than the average white person. What? Harvard says that the average African is mostly ape. I said to myself, well, how the hell can these colleges be all that? Because when you look back at it, it's all humankind. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you the insults we used to get on a regular basis. The reason why we don't do good in beauty pageants and stuff, because we have breasts and butts. They even went through a shaming period of asses and tits. You wouldn't think about it now. You say, Vicki, you lying. I'll say, no, I'm not. Twiggy and to look like a man was the highest form of beauty when I was being raised. If you had tits and ass, then you weren't considered the highest form of beauty. That's why I just watched this whole Kardashian big butt thing going. I was like, wow. They put us down for years. Also, the reason why, and this is so funny. This is how you know you've been alive for a while. They also have big lips. They have big lips. If their lips are smaller, they would be able to be more beautiful. So black people went around trying to get their lips trimmed. I was like, really? Thin lip makeup to make your lips look thin. And then all of a sudden, if you were African American and you had thin lips, you were closer to white people than anybody else. So every time I look at these Botox lip white women, I say to myself, and the big ass, I said to myself, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. They spent my whole childhood telling me how disgusting my big lips were, making cartoons about it, putting on shows, what they call that, vaudeville shit. And now, every time I turn around, I see a blow up lip white woman. And I'm seeing not so much Indians, but Chinese, Korean, because I do Netflix, and they puffing up their lips too. I'm like, how the hell you spend all this time telling me? That's the bullshit. That's the bullshit. That's what make me say, why you couldn't burn them? I know some of y'all did poison some of the cooks, because I read stories where if one cook poisoned the master in the house, it basically, for miles around, they would kill all the cooks to show them that you can't poison the master and their family. But they would just poison them again. But it should have been more collective on a grander level. Now it's too late. Yeah. Big butts, oh my God. Animal, tribal people, oh my goodness. Whatever they could say. Remember, Hottentot? That African woman that they brought over? And they couldn't hump on her enough. Them white men couldn't hump on that big butt enough. Well, until they killed her. But when I was growing up, no. No, how they put those pads when you showing your butt? Oh, no. No. That was some jungle African butt. Oh, they were very insulting. Very fucking insulting. Every day. Used to talk about our braids down here like dogs. Like we said, we couldn't wear our natural hair. And then 10 came out with that girl with the long braids. And I said to myself, what kind of Hatfield and McCoy, dumb 3 R's of learning bullshit is this? What kind of bullshit is this? I could barely handle myself. Made us feel bad. Wouldn't even make clothes for us. That's what my grandmother used to clean up. Because they wouldn't make clothes for us. They wouldn't make it wide enough. They wouldn't make the waist wide enough. Because they're European fashions. Not made for big titty, big booty women. So, and I look at all these big titty, fake bitches. I say to myself, why you had to spend all that time insulting me? I was like, because you're trash and you're garbage, and the people who did it are still alive, and they're still in government, and they're trash and they're garbage. And I hope their ancestors will run through the Capitol and squeeze their heart till the blood comes out their ears. They're still lowlifes. They're just older lowlifes. Then to find out about Essence And Jet, the editor, was a German, a mixed race German of African descent and a German woman. With his mother family, the woman was German, came over here. They brought him over here. He was doing nothing but loafing around. They got him in college. He graduated and became the editor of Ebony and Jet. And he made sure to put nothing but mixed race or light-skinned women in there. Offended every dark African-American walking. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. The pretty girls. He made sure to put them all mixed race like him or real light. And made the rest of us dark skinned. That was the goal. That was the goal. To make us dark skins feel like shit. And that was a black magazine with a German mixed race editor for well over 10 years. That's why the first time I looked at Ebony magazine and I saw Oprah Winfrey on the cover, that was the first time that I ever saw a dark-skinned woman in Ebony magazine. Like featured or something like that. Yep. Let's get some water. I don't know why this leg is stiff. Yeah. I said I'm walking, y'all. Trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane. If I stop walking, y'all, the cane's gonna trip me up. Yeah. Come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. 'Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose. Yeah, come walk with me and save your toes and feet. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your toes and feet. 'Cause when you walk with me, you can eat the food you want to eat. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. 'Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they cut me up until I'm just a nose. Okay. I'm walking, y'all. I'm sorry I didn't set this up early. I had to come up and set up the whole area. I said I'm walking, y'all. Long story. Stay ahead of the sugar. Long story. I'm thinking I'm low, but I ain't low. Walking, y'all, the cane's gonna trip me up. Yeah, come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Yeah. 'Cause if I stop walking, y'all, the cut. I have to get an apple. I gotta call Apple and say, how can I get stop all this shit from coming up when I open this computer? I have no idea how to stop your toes and feet. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your toes and feet. Okay. It's coming, y'all. Y'all gonna like this part. You can eat the food you want to eat. I'm walking, y'all. You're gonna like this part. When I put it all together, I may put it up on YouTube, but let's do this. Here we go. Ready? B. Suppressing the doorman story. Number 10. A few months later, in or about October, November 2015, the AMI CEO learned that a former Trump Tower doorman, parentheses, the, quotes, doorman, quotes, parentheses, was trying to sell information regarding a child that the defendant had allegedly fathered out of wedlock. At the AMI CEO direction, AMI negotiated and signed an agreement to pay the doorman $30,000 to acquire exclusive rights to the story. AMI falsely characterized the payment in AMI's book and records, including in its general ledger. AMI purchased the information from the doorman without fully investigating his claim, but the AMI CEO directed the deal take place because of his agreement with the defendant and lawyer A. 11. When AMI later concluded that the story was not true, the AMI CEO wanted to release the doorman from the agreement. However, lawyer A instructed the AMI CEO not to release the doorman until after the presidential election, and the AMI CEO complied with that instruction because of his agreement with defendant and lawyer A. C. Suppressing woman one's account. 12. About 5 months before the presidential election, in or about June 2016, the editor-in-chief of the National Enquirer and AMI Chief's Content Officer, parentheses, the, quotes, AMI Editor-in-Chief, quote, parentheses, contacted lawyer A about a woman, parentheses, quotes, woman, one, quotes, parentheses, who alleged she had a sexual relationship with the defendant while he was married. The AMI editor-in-chief updated lawyer A regularly about the matter over text messages and by phone. The defendant did not want this information to become public because he was concerned about the effects it would have on his candidacy. Thereafter, the defendant, the AMI CEO, and lawyer A had a series of discussions about who should pay off woman one to secure her silence. The understanding from lawyer A that the defendant or the Trump organization would reimburse AMI. 14. In the conversation captured in an audio recording in approximately September 2016 concerning woman one's account, the defendant and lawyer A discussed how to obtain the rights to woman A's account from AMI and how to reimburse AMI for its payment. Lawyer A told the defendant he would open up a company for the transfer of woman A's account and other information, and stated that he had spoken to the chief financial officer for the Trump organization, parentheses, the, quotes, in capital TOCFO, quotes, parentheses, about how to set the whole thing up. The defendant asked, so what do we got to pay for this? $150, and suggests paying by cash. When lawyer A disagreed, the defendant then mentioned payment by check. After the conversation, lawyer A created a shell company called Resolution Consultants, LLC, on or about September 30th, 2016. 15. Less than 2 weeks before the election, or on September 30th, 2016, the AMI Okay, you heard the dogs barking? That was it. They started barking and I couldn't stop them. So, and I'm not talking on the tape recorder. I'm using my iMovie program. And anyway, we'll have more for you. So it's alleged. But they paid the doorman $30,000 for something they didn't even look into. He could have been lying. He could have been lying about the defendant having an out of wedlock child. But they just gave him the money. Which means, was he lying? Can't wait for this trial, honey. I can't wait till they get that doorman up there. Yes, indeed. I want to know what he was paid to keep quiet. You know? What was he paid? Let me see how my leg is doing. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Because you just walk through the pain, you know that, right? Because when you come out on the other side, it's not really as bad. Let me see. You gotta walk through the pain. My whole body is morphing, so I know where the pain is coming from. I'm restructuring and everything. Everything going on up in here. Whew. So, we'll talk about the rest as much as I can get recorded. But, you see, they got the AMI people and that Inquirer. That Inquirer. I'm trying to think back, was the Inquirer always into politics? And I think they were. I know they taught Kennedy a new a-hole. Every time he turned around, he was in the front. Him and Marilyn Monroe, which I think is, that whole storyline is a CIA made-up tale. They're liars. Let me see. Our ladies from True Crime Squad, they say, lying liar from Liarville. That's how I look at America. Don't do no business with them, y'all. They are lying liars from Liarville. They are controlled by, for 4 years. And that's what they wanted. By a con man. Liars, my grandmother used to say that. Yeah, liars can bond, liars can group. And he is grouping y'all. And all because they knew he didn't like the blocks. And all because they know he didn't like blacks. They know it. They know it. They know he don't like the blacks. And they made him president. All this stuff we talking about, the indictment and lying, it wouldn't have made a difference. Y'all have no idea how low these white people are in this country. It would not have made a difference. The only person that would have beat orange shit stain out for president would be a high-ranking Ku Klux Klan member. Don't make no deals with these people. Foreign countries, y'all think hard. Y'all think hard. Whatever you agreed on, when it come down to sit down and talk, it ain't gonna be that. They're gonna find some kind of bullshit. And if you owe America, only way you gonna get your money back is if you come over and take it. They don't pay people for what they supposed to when you do work or an agreement. They don't. Maybe other European countries, but not brown, beige, different facial features. They ain't gonna do it. They'll sit there and bullshit you like this one that we're listening to now on the indictment. They ain't never paid us. They ain't never gonna pay us until we take it out on an ass whippings. That's the only way we're gonna get paid. We'd have to literally burn the equivalent of reparation. That is the only way we'll get it back. Don't do it. You little countries, you may be desperate, and it look like, oh, America, they'll help me. No, no, Lying liars from Lionville. Lying liars from Lionville. Racist, bigots, discriminating from Racistville. Don't do it. Because then, when you turn around and start telling them they owe you, they start killing your people. They do it with us. Shooting and killing. Because they're scared. Everybody who owes somebody money or something is always scared. That's why you pay it off so you can get rid of the fear. But not America. I know this is America. I know they're going to get me. I know they're going to get me because they work for nothing. And they're so angry. And I know they're going to get me. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot them first. That's America. Don't get in bed with them. Don't even walk in the same house with them. Listen. If you see America coming down one side of the street, and you on that side of the street, don't only cross over. Cross over, walk 5 blocks down. Because the smell of horse manure and lies and the smell of bullshit would permeate your whole body. Y'all don't do it. Don't do it. When they give that aid, they send them cult people over. Where the white man is the ruler. He controls everything in those cults. And you fall under the spell. And you start thinking that white people rule everything. But that is not true. That is not true. That's America. The lying liars. And this is Liarville. Don't get in bed with them. Planes falling out the damn sky. Cars falling apart. And then they're going to blame you. And if you gave them money and you say, give me my money back, that's when they won't get the Army and Navy on you. Don't get in no business with them. Don't touch them. They don't pay their debts. That's what I couldn't understand about credit rating. No, we didn't do the weight. Because this lady's acting up. Whew. We don't, people. If they owe you, they ain't gonna pay you. Just consider it a loss or come over here and kick their ass because that's the only way you get it back. This is a country of lying liars and the country or the nation, the penal colony. Liarsville. Lying liars from Lionville. Don't do no business with them. They ain't gonna pay you. They're gonna make you kiss their ass. If your skin is brown or anything like that, you supposed to kiss their ass for the privilege of them getting ready to scam you. Yes. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. Tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Subscribe, and I'll have more of this indictment from this liar who led the lying liars in this Liarville. They came from the True Crime Squad. All right. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. Tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. See you Monday. Have a great weekend.